Hey, you guys. Oh, you didn't bring up my chat.
I got you, don't worry.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hi.
All I gotta do is hit
Hi,
this
hi,
button
hi.
and you'll have chat.
I'm super excited. I can't see what anybody's saying, though. So just hi, 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 everyone. Is this current?
Yes.
Oh, we got Rings Raccoon, Robin Boy Wonder. I've never seen you before. Hi, this is Calasandra, Princess Zelda. I love the name. Beef in the Hole. Yes, it's Cindy with her cat, but this is a kangaroo. So, Mike Disney. Hi, Mike Disney. Oh, well, he's not here. He's hosting us. So I don't know what
Correct.
that means. That's
He
not a raid.
he did just sub at tier 1 though,
Oh, hi there. Thank you.
which is
Okay.
perfect. But
Are we giving away?
why is it perfect that he subbed, Sadie?
Because we're giving things away. Are we giving away the thing I found? Or Poke Tools?
Pookie Tools is a default, but what thing did you find?
Did you not find that box I left you?
No.
Where is it? I left it outside your office on the floor.
That's the that's I don't know. It's probably still out there.
Hi everybody. Hope you're well. So. Hi, Madam Gorgonzola, Avrilina of Darkness. So there's gonna be like a lot of new names that I haven't seen because I'm usually here at 3. But today, Aaron Lovejoy is gonna be here. A good friend of the show, artist.
Yep.
Good artist. I think he does airbrush. I don't know if he's going to do airbrush today.
He
Am I
does.
wrong?
He's primarily an
Okay.
airbrush artist, I believe.
Thank you, the call, Sandra. I really appreciate the resub. I tried to check my email and I didn't have enough bars, so I have to do it on a computer, and I haven't done it yet. So that's why I didn't do it. I really did try and check my emails the day I said I was going to. I really did. When I was like, today, I really did try. I'm going to. I'm going to do it as soon as I get on a computer. I've just been running around crazy. So I've got news on, okay, people were asking me about Meadow Green. The deal with that is that it's a part of not Learn to Paint Kit, Bones Set 6, not Bones Kickstarter 6, Justin. Bones Set 6. These are sets. They're different.
I know.
Well, you didn't know the last time I did this, and I got accused of announcing a Kickstarter that did not exist. So,
Because it was kind of funny the way you phrased it.
Aaron Perkins wants to know, did my Prime resub count from a few minutes ago?
For both Aaron and Madam, it'll eventually pop up.
Well,
It
thank you
just, I don't know
guys.
why. It's kind of on a lag timer sometimes with that stuff.
Getting weird.
But
So,
yes, it will count as soon as it pops up. As soon as I get it on my end as a feed, then I can count it. Not a problem.
so what it is that whenever we can get Kit Shop caught up and Restock caught up, we're going to take the like prototype, the first versions of the new colors, and we're going to make them into 6 gallons for Restock and for Kit Shop. And once those are all done, we can announce the release for that set and then they will go live. So it's going to be a little bit. I asked about it in the meeting and I was like, but that's so long. And Ron was like, well, it is after Christmas. And we said it'd be after Christmas. So that's what's going on with Meadow Green. Howdy, Albevison. So it will come out. Will come out. And we'll work on it as quickly as possible. Hi, Captain Sika. Sika?
Sika? Sika?
Sika?
Sika?
Sika? Super Sarah. So, this is Planing Platinum number 9. We are focusing mostly on Learn to Paint kits, but we're taking a little break for the Brushfire promotion, these minis. So, as I understand it,
Also, to clarify, this is number 10.
number 10. Just kidding. Number 10. A very lucky number for me. Number 10. Hope it's better. 7's also a lucky number for me, but number 7, I was very low energy. So let's hope that this is a good one because it's early. Hi, Holt Mini Paint. So everybody else was painting Hope, the koala with the plant, the druid koala. High Planer Crossroads. But I'm painting the set with the koala and the kangaroo. So I have my koala here, and I have some notes for myself. So probably get the little camera, Justin. Made this little guy, and this tree needs to be a different color, but he's just not the worst in the world. And actually, the game store had the last show going, and I was watching it. Oh, thanks, Mike Disney. You're the best.
Yeah, thanks, Mike Disney. That's a nice little gift bomb there.
So they were watching my show in the store, and I realized, also forgive my nails, they've got pigment all in them. It's pigment. It just never comes out. I've got mechanic hands. But I was watching it, and I realized I really just kept layering paint over and over again. And if I would have just left it alone kind of early on, it would have been a little cuter. I mean, just like hindsight's 2020. And somebody mentioned, they were like, this mini is going to be like 6 inches around when you get done with it, all the paint. Because I was just trying to get it perfect. And sometimes, sometimes you just got to hands off of it.
You really took layering to heart.
I really did. Yeah, hi Rainbow Sculptor. Good morning.
Also, with Mike Disney's gift bomb, as well as his own primary sub, we have entered into the realm of the giveaway being activated.
Giveaway.
So
but we still don't know what we're giving away. I would like you to find that box.
Okay, well, let's default to Poke-Tools, and then, if they get a bonus, they get a bonus.
Okay, Poke-Tools, but if you're going to get a bonus, let me think. You'll get a bonus.
Actually, Trash, I'm glad you brought it up.
Okay,
so
the logo.
Yes, so the logo we're using is one that we're going to be using in the interim, but I don't think it's going to be the permanent one. Sadie is doing one herself. Like, she likes the idea of drawing it up herself and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
It's a laborious work in progress.
It is, because I want it to be cute, but I also want it to look like me, and I want it to get this idea across. And the person who did mine obviously isn't like looking at their face like, no, that's not right. Thank you, Howdy Up Evazen. So mine's not done yet. I am to the point where I'm working on the cat. But yeah, I just keep messing with it. Kind of looks more like Barbie than myself, but I mean,
either way,
can a girl born in 89 not just look like Barbie in her mind? You know what I mean?
Why not?
Barbie.
Yeah, why not?
Barbie paints miniatures. So
either way, yes, Trash. That means that when that logo is done and it's officially set up, we will pass that one on to you.
Yeah.
This one in the interim, we don't know how long it'll be there.
Yeah, it might be temporary, but if you love it, I mean, who are we to keep it from you?
Exactly. Actually, at the end of the day, if you guys really love this logo for whatever reason, then...
Hi, Reaper Peepers. Dave Dwyer. Now, here's what's going to be awkward if you guys like this one better than the one I do. That's going to be awkward.
Our community is too awesome and kind-natured to not tell you that it looks awesome.
Well, they've got opinions.
They've got opinions,
I'm worried about what's in their heart.
There's a good chance that they're like, Sadie, you could do it in crayon, and they would go, that's perfect.
It might have been better if I would have done it in crayon.
Well,
to be honest with you. So, we've been working on the Learn to Paint Kit core skills. We're going to work from it, with the exception of I added a color, and I didn't get too into this. I actually added a color. I asked Ed and Dave, remind me, I'm going to talk about Van Maniqua's question. I don't know if they're the ones to ask how we make our paint, but I'm going to get to it.
V-Man Aqua or
V-Man Aqua, yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to try and keep focused. Okay, so I added 9094. I asked Ed and Dave if I could do it, and then I didn't get an answer, and I forgot I didn't get an answer, so I just did it. But they wanted me to be sure and tell you that the reason I added clear red is because there's not a red. Okay, so like we've got Harvest Brown. Harvest Brown, though, will tend to go a little ashy. It's not like you can mix Harvest Brown with blue and get purple. You know what I mean? And I wanted a red koala. Now what ended up happening is my koala got a little pink. Just the colors I used had enough. I think the gray might have a little blue in it, kind of thing. So it kind of turned purple. But that's what's up there. So I added a 9094 just as a little tiny extension to my little paint set. Let's just lay it out here. I never do this, but I mean, whatever. We're going on till 3, right, Justin?
Whoa, that's a hell of a stream. Albeverson, is that an inside joke that I missed?
What'd they say?
They told me to
drive the tractor?
show Dave how to drive the tractor. I don't There's got to be some sort of joke here I'm missing.
I'm sure Dave knows how to
I mean,
drive a tractor better than
it's
Justin.
it's funny all the same. Actually, I probably have more
He's
experience at
from
it.
Qualna, Texas.
I mean, I'm from Sanger, and that's all we
Oh,
do
that
is
is
drive tractors,
true. In the rock,
tractors and
paper,
horses.
scissors of what's more country.
It's probably
I
Sanger.
don't know. Quanah might be more country, but Sanger might be more farmy. Okay, here's my colors. So you can see I had a little hole, but with the two kits together, Rhonda actually made it so that it was a really complete kit. So once we get into the core skills, we'll have, I don't know how we'll do it. Okay, so I think we'll do the layer up. I said core skills, but I think we'll do the layer up. We'll do the layer up and we'll use only those paints. And then when we're done with that, I think we'll use all the paints from both sets. So we'll have our full set that Rhonda intended, bird with a brush, and we'll go from there. And I really don't know what we'll do after that. I'm hoping that they'll let me paint whatever I want, whenever I want, and it'll be kind of the cute things and awesome things and little finds at Reaper. Princess Zelda grew up in a place where kids drive tractors to prom.
Kids actually did that to mine, no joke. Well, the first one, but yeah.
Oh, Albeva's in. I'm trying to get Dave to do a hayride thing for ReaperCon, so I keep bringing it up. I just want everybody to know that was my idea, the hayride.
The hayride.
And when I brought it up, they're like, nah, insurance, liability.
It's
no.
still very unlikely to happen, but I think it'd be hilarious if it did.
Yeah, it's sort of like, I won't bring it up. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's up. Okay, so our paints, basically we used to have the pro paints in the pots, and then we got Anne, and Anne was like, I'm gonna make an even better paint. So she took our flattener, which was, what we were using was kind of grainy, and she got like a more fine flattener. All of our paints are tested on a miniature. They're color tested wet and dry. We test the flatness. We paint it on a miniature. Like if we're making a wash, we paint it on a miniature with lots of details. So it's made specifically for this. The MSP, as a general rule, is kind of more for layering, though there are some more high coverage colors in there. And the bones are high coverage. The HD were high coverage as well. I don't think as much as the bones. I think it was more just by nature of the colors that we used, because they were all, I loved the HD. They're all very muted and deep colors. So that's the deal with our paint. It's kind of the best that we know how to do with our art knowledge. So Anne studied art. She did a lot of research into paint just being here by herself. And I got a little bit of art background. Not a whole lot, but yeah, I got a little design, a little painting. So yeah, so that's what we've got. We know what's up a little bit. Hey, Gamer Dad NC. Thanks for hosting us. I don't know if you're here, but thanks for hosting us. I don't know how it works. So that's what's up with our paint. Any specific questions I might be able to answer. Might be better for Anne, but oh yes, it's non-toxic. Thank you, Jedi Ninja Druid. Yeah. So, non-toxic. Don't eat it anyway. Don't lick your brush. But yeah, it's good paint. Not only that, I like it on paper. So I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I do this. I sit with my grandma a lot and I make paintings for her. So I make like a Christmas tree or a big pumpkin, and all my paintings say I love Audine, or Audine is beautiful, because that's her name. And I use Reaper paints, and they're gorgeous. I should actually bring them in. I feel naughty for painting on paper. I feel like that's not what we're supposed to be doing, and I should be painting on miniatures, but I do paint on paper, and I also make bullet journals, and I paint on the covers, and it's great paint. Great paint. Oh yeah, Rainbow Sculptor, I use MSP paint in my art journal. Exactly, it's great paint. And when I was a kid, like, Dave gave me a bunch of paint, and I used it to paint my shoes. I had some, like, Converse All-Stars with the obligatory painted toe. That was courtesy of Reaper, and all sorts of projects.
Also, Cassandra, I think
Oh,
her
I gotta
hair
take my
is.
ID badge off.
Yeah, her.
Whoop. It was up in a bun.
Yeah, it was up in a bun. So.
I did used to have a pixie cut, and I was watching that last night. I watched that Girl Interrupted with Winona Ryder, and I was like, ooh, this girl makes me want to cut all my hair off again. You know what I mean? So, used to have a pixie cut, but probably won't for the near future, because you know when you have a pixie cut, you're trying to grow your hair out. You're like, I was having dreams about round brushing my hair. You know what I mean? You might not know what I mean, but you know what I mean. And then you cut it off, and it's really cute, and you're like, all right, let's grow it out. And I bleach my hair so it's healthier. I got some weird short hairs in there. Iggy Spellscale says, my kingdom for a ReaperCon shirt like what you have.
All right, new giveaway. We're
Which
giving
one
away
is this
that
one?
shirt.
Okay,
right
so we've
there.
got two that look kind of alike. This is the most recent.
So, Sadie, I don't understand. Do you want to give away that
19.
shirt or not? Do you want...
This shirt?
Yeah.
No, I need all the shirts I've got.
Oh, really?
I ruin my shirts really easy because I'm really messy.
But I figured you could sign it. Then it could be memorabilia.
Stretched out.
I don't think they
Yeah.
care. They would frame it anyway. Actually, I have no idea.
I've got pigment on it for sure. I can see sparkle and I can see pigment.
There's some on your sleeve right there as well.
Yeah, some on my sleeve. It's dirty. You don't want it. But if I figure out how to
I
get
think
T-shirts
that,
going.
I think that there's a...
If I can get a new one, I'll give it away. But here's the thing. I got precious little clothing. I ruin my clothes hard.
No problem.
I go home and I roll around outside in the grass.
That's kind of weird, but
It's not
that's fine.
true, but
That's fine.
You'd think I would, though.
Okay.
Man, Banshir said I'd frame that. People like it when I go places like Walgreens or CVS or whatever. I don't remember the last one I went to. Somebody was like, wow, I love that. I'm like, yeah, we're right down the street. We're Reaper.
So Nomad, our Zazzle is actually at the bottom, like the link is at the bottom of all the YouTube videos,
Okay.
but I don't know how well we actually support the Zazzle stuff because as we've pointed out in the past, I think we've talked about it. I want to say we have, that we wanted to kind of ship that to us doing it in-house potentially. And so I think our support of the Zazzle store right now is not way up there.
Let me tell you what I would like. The old school Reaper shirts. There's a black one with Sophie on it in white that Ed wears sometimes. I'm also a big fan of the Pizza Dungeon shirt. Pizza Dungeon shirt, super comfy.
I like that one.
I
yeah.
may or may not have gotten 2 of those. But worth it.
But
Nick Baker says don't give out used clothing. It's weird. Don't kink shame, Nick Baker. Just kidding.
But actually, on the topic of shirts, which is why I brought this up originally, during ReaperCon, when we may order, because we talked about this, we may order extras, and we may end up, for that period of time, for all the streams, we may end up giving them away. So
Yeah.
they could be a giveaway in the future.
I got a secret for you, Justin.
What's that?
I forgot to get my cup.
Okay,
I can use this bottle here.
that's fine. Go ahead. We'll
I
challenge
can't
you.
beat the devil out of it.
That's fine. Just
It's
don't.
not.
Yeah, no.
I know
we get
you don't like it,
It's a
but-
challenge.
All right. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'll get you a cup.
Give me a cup. This reminds me of I accidentally dipped my paint in my Diet Coke, like cleaned out my paintbrush in my Diet Coke the other day. I was painting miniatures for this. I wasn't painting on paper. And I was like, oh no, I better not drink that. And I scooted it off to the side and my grandma drank it. What's monstrous? Dungeon Journeyman.
Your grandma drank paint.
Yeah, it
Dr.
wasn't a
Pepper?
whole lot. It was Diet Coke, and I
Diet
just
Coke.
dipped it once. And I was like, ooh, I better not drink that. And my grandma was like,
You let your grandma drink Diet Coke
I didn't let her.
with paint mixed
she
in?
is sneaky.
Wow.
She is a sneaky
Uh-huh.
woman.
Sure.
You know, and I don't have the attention span that I should. See, Nomad Zeke said I've dipped my brush in coffee before, but what makes me feel so guilty is that I was like, ooh, better not drink this. But you know what? She's 82. By the time she gets any effects from these paints, you know, she'll be in her late 90s.
Yeah. There you go.
And that's chill time. Yeah, just add some flavor. Drinking paint water is a rite of passage. I've never done it. Now I feel like I should because, yeah, I mean, my grandma did it. Yeah, Grandma does what she wants. Thank you, Sibstorm. That is absolutely true.
Grandma was eyeing it, and she was like, "Oh, perfect. Now I'm gonna get a drink."
Using the water bottle, but now making Mima drink paint is worse. Yeah, not professionals. Hashtag not professionals. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Justin, were you gonna get me a cup, or are we just gonna look at my pretty face for this whole stream?
We like to mix it up on Painting Platinum. It is the only outlier show we have
Yeah.
where basically anything goes within the PG-13
Hi,
guidelines.
Fraley17. Yeah, we talk about everything here.
Hey, your hands are in front of your mic.
Oh.
Also, you didn't put your mic vertical like I asked you to.
Also, I didn't put lipstick on. Man, this early show, it is throwing us through a loop.
They are historically,
Yeah.
it's the talent doesn't quite get into the groove of things very quickly.
Yeah. So, OMG Stick says, yes, this show does go places. I pride myself on letting you guys kind of take the show sometimes, and I don't care what you guys say. Sometimes Justin will be like, "Oh, let's not get on that subject." People get a little cross with each other, and I'm like, "No,
Contentious.
we got this." Oh, Sadie says, "I don't need." Scott Beale says, "Sadie, you don't need lipstick. You're beautiful as you are." Thank you, Scott Beale. Thank you. I come from the hair cosmetology background, and you have to have something on your face, something on your lips, something on your eyes. And when you do your hair, like if you do your hair in a ponytail, it's got to be a ponytail with flair, is what I call it. So it's got to either have the hair wrapped around it, have a bow on it, have like something, you know what I mean? So it's hard for me to go from that to not having lipstick on in a video.
On that note, I'm gonna get your water cup.
Could you? Thank you. But I'll sit here and talk all day. But somebody said this is monstrous, and I hope it doesn't mean the stream is monstrous. They might be new. What are you, new? Why? Oh. This is like, what's that painting? With God. Yeah, yeah, it's like that. The Michelangelo God and Adam, Birth of Man or something. My friend Robert Smith said everyone can wear black lipstick and go around feeling things with their feelings. I love Robert Smith. Love him. I saw this thing. I have my paper towel, Cassandra. Woo! Yeah, I got most of my stuff. I just didn't get the water. But yeah, I like The Cure, and I saw this this pretend ad meme, and what was it? Gothchella, and it was like The Cure, Depeche Mode, all these, other bands that would be really great. Anyway, whatever. Sadie, my first wife lists to you as one of her inspirations for painting. Oh, not my first wife. I don't know what okay, I saw the first in there. Sadie, my wife lists to you as one of her inspirations for painting her first miniature. Oh my God, Scott Beale's wife? I love that about you. See, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Really. So, Planar Crossroads says, I had a really stupid idea. I doubt that. What about miniatures of your favorite Reaper miniature people? And Sadie, John, Colin, Ron, Collins, Ron, Dave, Ed, etc., etc. So, there is a Ron, but it's a secret. Nobody knows who he is.
And there's a Dave.
It drives me crazy. I know what Matt is, though. I'd like a miniature myself, but I thought I'd have to die first. I know that's a little dark, but I thought, well, if something happened and I died early, at least I'd get a mini or a painkiller made after me. So most people probably don't think about stuff like that. Justin, of course.
Actually, I'll bet that I'm okay with being in the et cetera there.
You would be a halfling, I think.
A halfling.
Well, you're tall, but I just think you'd make a good little halfling.
I would. Okay.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean, I would say that my stature is definitely more akin to a barbarian than it is a.
All right, be a barbarian, Jesus.
But it would be cliche.
Whose show is it?
It would be cliche. I agree. It would make more, creative sense, and it would be a challenge to make me a halfling.
Oh, the Cassandra. Yeah, you do have a miniature with your name.
Be a
Sadie has a
halfling
fancy one.
barbarian.
It's two-tone, one color on the outside and white on the inside. That way you can tell what color your paint water is. Yes, this is the Pizza Dungeon cup that we gave away at the Kickstarter party. Is a tall halfling 3/4ling? You'd be cuter as a halfling. I don't know if he means me or you. Ooh, barbarian Jesus. I love that.
Dungeon Journeyman, I'll take that as a compliment since apparently I look like a barbarian Jesus. I'll take
You
that.
don't have enough hair to be Jesus. Not that that's a problem.
Listen,
I don't mean that mean.
there were periods of time in Jesus' life when he had no hair. He may have been an infant.
Maybe, yeah. I was
But I'll
thinking
take
maybe if it was like that Dan Brown novel, that Da Vinci Code Jesus that ran off and married Mary Magdalene and got married and got old.
All right,
Maybe.
so
Sorry.
let's go ahead and start painting.
Hate to take it to the Da Vinci Code since that's very 10 years ago or however long. But yeah, I asked Ron, we were in a meeting and I said, what's the deal with a grown-up Jesus? Because we've got Krampus and Santa, and somebody wanted a Jesus so we could have a Christmas battle royale or something. And in the same meeting, Ron was like, gotta hear everybody's ideas for new minis. And I was like, geez, Ron, I'm sorry. Sorry I brought up Jesus. OMG6 says paint is on the model. We are a go at T plus 25 minutes. Hashtag not professionals. This may be why we're a slow starter.
Oh, speaking of barbarian Jesus, he's walked into
Oh,
the room.
Ron, we've had a suggestion for a miniature. We're live. So react accordingly. Barbarian Jesus.
All right, y'all keep going.
Oh, okay.
See you later.
Are you
Ron-
okay?
Ron just confirmed
You
barbarian
don't seem
Jesus.
happy. You're not cheery, Ron. What's
I did
up?
not confirm barbarian.
He confirmed it 100%.
All right, now he's smiling. We're okay. All is well.
I'm never-
World is round.
Oh, he was smiling when he first came in. You just can't see it from the studio lights.
I'm always smiling on the inside.
Good.
Oh. When he thinks about barbarian Jesus.
That's why Bryan Cranston would play you in the Reaper movie. Because he's got such a happy energy. But Paul Rudd was the other choice, and Adrian liked that more.
I like that better too. He's funny.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
And he's got happy energy.
Yeah, he
All
does.
right.
Sure.
And he's
It's kind of dopey, though,
younger
right?
than Bryan Cranston. So
I liked Malcolm in the Middle Bryan Cranston, not Breaking Bad Bryan Cranston.
I love Breaking Bad Bryan Cranston.
I do too, but he's not you. That's more Dave.
Tom Cruise.
There you go.
All right. Rings Raccoon says, yeah, religious icons can cause problems. I don't think so. I mean, we've got a baby Jesus. Now, it's not a funny baby Jesus. It's not like...
That's a whole can of worms. I think if you did Barbarian Jesus, I don't think many people would be terribly offended. You did Barbarian any other?
Oh, yeah.
then
Don't
you're
say
right.
it, but yeah.
Any other icon, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, but like, you know, like when you have Raptor Jesus and you have all those other icons, like why can't you have? You've never heard of Raptor Jesus? Google Raptor Jesus.
I won't.
It's worth it. It was a meme from like 15 years ago, when before memes were memes.
Turn it over like somebody in the chat told me to do when I first started, just to get the little belly. Even though I probably shouldn't have base coated this all the same color. Oh, that's another thing I think I need is a picture of a kangaroo. Ooh, can I have a picture of Kanga from Winnie the Pooh?
I think I can make that happen.
Okay. That's my favorite kangaroo.
Also, Scott Beale said that's not his belly.
It's his belly. Somebody in the YouTube comments says it's really hard to tell if this is a male or female. So it's a female now. We just don't have a baby, which makes me sad.
Also, I just realized we are 12 followers away from 5,000 followers.
What? What?
It means tell all your friends.
Tell them. So anyway, got this base coated, and we're looking for Kanga. Trashorama is Winnie the Pooh, Disney?
I believe so. Hey,
Hey,
Jacob Jansen.
How's it going?
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Jacob Jansen has the new baby, right?
No.
Oh, God, that's Jimmy the Brush. Ugh, I'm so sorry.
You know what? You owe an apology straight
I'm really
to the camera
sorry.
for that one.
Unless you have a new baby, and then I'd like to know how it is.
I don't think so. I think.
Crappy.
Oh, sorry, Jacob. to hear that.
Hey, we're about to paint Kanga from Winnie the Pooh. And let me tell you, that's going to make you happy, I think. Oh, Disney wants Winnie the Pooh. Damn it.
He's having issues with his son, it seems. And that's not the new son, because it's not. He doesn't have a baby.
I'm sorry, Jacob Jansen. Well, stuff like that always works out. Actually, somebody recently asked me for advice. They were having a problem dad-daughter relationship. And the only advice I could give them was, like, what people always told me when I was a kid. Like, I had a guitar teacher that was a dad, and he was like, sometimes you don't have the best relationship when you're a kid, and you could grow out of it and you become friends. Afro Queen has 2 new babies. There we go. Getting some babies in on it. Are they twins?
I was going to say, is that a twin situation, or was it like a back-to-back?
Man, I hope I have twins so bad. Twins sounds like the most fun ever.
And now that's to imply, or not to imply that she's currently pregnant.
I'm
and
not currently
expecting.
pregnant.
So, before that gets, because I know how people around here love to spread rumors that people are pregnant.
No, I'm not pregnant. I don't plan on getting pregnant for another couple of years at least. I'm a real perfectionist, as you can probably tell, because I've been working on this logo forever. And I just want to be really prepared and married. First of all,
Prepared and married.
Oh yeah, Justin's the one expecting the baby, but not really.
Afro Queen did say boy-girl twins.
My God,
that's
dream.
really awesome. Congratulations on that.
2 times the kids equals 4 times the work. Flying monkey paints, not if you split it up. Then it's just regular. Just, 1 and 1. Justin's not pregnant, his fiance is, but she's not, Scott Peel. She's not. Does she enjoy these conversations?
Ed actually, back before we went to Santa Fe, Ed actually outright asked her, if that bothered her, and she's a good sport. She really is.
Twisted Oma says there speaks someone with no children or even 1 child. Oh, that hurt a little.
Also, shout out to my fiance if she's watching.
Hey,
you're amazing, and I love you.
Hey, wifey, we love you.
Also, there's
Boo-boo.
your picture. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Oh, pink belly, guys. Pink belly. So anyway, but yeah, I figure, I don't know. I think this is my plan. Okay, so first of all, I just talk a lot and make up plans that don't actually go through, but my plan right now is my boyfriend's a glass blower, so he works whenever he wants, so I think he's going to be the stay-at-home. Hope he's not on here. I mean, he knows the plan, but I don't know how much he loves it.
That feels a little bit like a shot fired there.
It's not.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
He's just better. He's more patient, and he's more fun.
There she is.
Oh, lemon drop. Ghost, ghost, kiss, kiss, kiss. Love, love, love. This would be great for breast cancer awareness pink, and I wish I had some, but I'm using... We're going to see what I get from clear red and white. We're going to see where I go. And we might add just a touch of dragon blue. I don't know. But yeah, if I spend too much time at home, I go crazy. So I figure I'll always want to be the worker. What about you, Justin? You gonna stay at home with your new baby?
I don't think that in today's economy that's a realistic expectation.
We're in fantasy right now.
Oh, in fantasy? You're asking me if I could do it? I could do it.
Oh my God, how cute would it be if you were the stay-at-home dad and James were the stay-at-home dad and y'all had dad dates together and
with papooses and everything?
With what?
With the papoose?
Oh my God, you'd go to the park and you'd be doing mommy exercise classes, but dads. Do you know what I'm talking about? You'd be out, in, out.
I think in a world where... in a
world
where I'm... Yes. In a world where I am a stay-at-home dad, I would likely also stream. So,
with James.
With James. Speaking of which, I actually streamed. Finally got my stream together last night.
Woo!
I did, and I streamed. I think it was Tarkov for like 3 hours.
What's Tarkov? Is that a game?
It's a first person shooter. It's
First-person
a very
shooter.
different type of channel from what I assume most of the audience here would enjoy, unless you guys like watching video games, then that's
Twisted Oma. Oh, you were talking about the preparedness, and that's what people say. I don't care how hard you try, you're never prepared for kids. I meant that in a nice way. I wasn't really offended. I just gotta wear my emotions on my sleeve.
HM Road Dog. Thank you. Don't
Lil
cross your
Lemon Drop
streams.
says he will be a stay-at-home dad. Oh my god. Okay, so here's what I'm angling for. I've already talked about this on another stream, but y'all are the morning folks. I want a Reaper daycare so we can have Reaper babies, much like Muppet babies, but better. We don't have a lot of babies around here. The last baby we had was Bill's baby. Now
Yeah.
Bill's baby's like a full-ass child, right?
Yeah. She's still like 3 or 4 or 5,
Okay, she's a
something like
toddler.
that. Yeah, she's still pretty young.
So anyway.
Yeah, John has actually been. I don't know how regularly he's been streaming, but
I
he's
see
been
the
streaming.
emails, but I haven't been able to watch them the last couple times.
He's been streaming ZBrush, which he's been learning to sculpt and all that kind of stuff. So it's a fun stream for people that are into that kind of stuff. So
What's really neat is that he's, at least he was when I watched it, making doubloons for ReaperCon.
I think he's still making doubloons.
I love that. Okay, so here's the thing about Kanga. She doesn't have fur, right? She looks like a patchwork. I guess I'm remembering that Winnie the Pooh, they were all like stuffed. Like they were all like, what's it called? Like stuffed animals. So this might look a little weird because it has real fur, but I'm still gonna give her a pink belly. Are we being wrong, Justin? Or can we do this?
Do what?
Have a cartoon real kangaroo. I mean, the other one's kind of pink.
I mean, you can do anything you want. This is the world of imagination.
Maybe if I paint it like 6 inches thick like the other, it won't have fur anymore and it'll look like a stuffed one. Plush. Yes, they call Sandra plush. They were all soft toys, yes. Dabber Raccoon, I had no idea. HM Road Dog says, maybe once the new building and machines come in, you will have more families starting aged folks. Yeah.
Actually, thanks, Jacob. So if you could hit me with a follow, that would be amazing. I've got like I have to. Say,
What's your name on there?
It's JUHROID. I've got
J-U...
Droid. It's Droid. It's Droid. DROID spelled phonetically, but kind of funnily. It's got its own roots of why I chose it, but it's kind of Thanks, Jacob. I have now 6 followers total. It's amazing.
Ooh,
I
I'm
love
going to
it.
follow.
Yeah.
I might not watch it because I might be busy.
I don't listen. It's going to be mainly video game type stuff, so it's if you're into that, great.
I leave it
Otherwise,
going. I leave it going to support the homies, even if I'm not like watching it, or even like when I watch John's, I'm just watching Mad Men at the same time. Will you put it in chat?
Yeah, I'll put it in chat.
Thank you. You're right. Planar Crossroads. Droid.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. That's perfect. Oh, I have 7 followers. Thank you, Quindy, for following. Look at that, 7 followers.
Quindy LaRue.
I'll be in double-digit followers before you know it.
Good night. I need to get my streamer going. Though I don't think it'll be as... Well, I don't know. Video games aren't exactly this. I'm sure there are people that are into this hobby that aren't into video games.
There has to be some overlapped.
Oh,
Overlap.
yeah. There
Has to be.
absolutely is mostly overlap. But
Yeah.
I've got to see that there's some... I've got to know there's some people that don't like, oh my gosh, video games in this community.
And I'll be slowly working on, obviously, my scenes. Because I'm actually... So, one of the main reasons I started streaming was to be the test bed for us doing remote streams for our artists and stuff. So, I'm actually testing equipment as well as just getting a stream going. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's,
Afro Queen, okay, so I'm the same way. I like playing video games, but like for like 20 minutes. And right now, Afro Queen, I play The Sims too. I build houses, and you know what? Like, I was playing in front of my grandpa, and he was like, "This that you're doing, I don't get it. It's like you're playing dolls over there." And I'm like, "Oh, but you do get it. I am playing
Ah.
dolls over here."
Bingo.
And I told James about it. He's like, "Yeah, I don't get it either, but whatever makes you happy."
McKaylee, she loves Sims as well. Or she used to play Sims back in the day. Now I think she's moved past Sims. And,
She's on the shooters.
She loves Counter-Strike. Holy crap. That's her primary game she plays.
I like making people fall in love and get married and stuff, and build
Yeah.
houses for them and move.
That's what she does too. She
Yeah.
played not that long ago.
Now kiss.
She actually, I believe. Thank you, Shooter. By the way, thank you for everyone actually following me on it.
Oh
that's
my God,
amazing.
what a miracle.
You'll get to see a lot of test stuff. You'll get to see a lot of me experimenting with things that you will likely then turn around and see with our artists. So it really is kind of a launching platform for that. Obviously, if it grows and people enjoy watching me play video games, then maybe I could do it more often, seriously. But
I'm in like a video game dry spell. Like, I don't know what to play next. I was browsing the PlayStation store, and I just couldn't find anything I wanted to play. Like, I've played Skyrim. OMG sticks. I never removed the door and traps. I've never killed any of them. Oh, I need pink in her ears. Thank you, the Calasandra. I've never trapped them. I haven't killed them since I was like 14. But yeah, that's something you could do.
that's true. Iggy has a good idea. You might like Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter?
Yeah, there's if you exclusively play on the console, there's got to be some games that you. First of all, do you like any shooters at all?
I'm not good at shooting.
Well, you don't have to be good to enjoy it.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay. Well then, you know.
And also some games. Who was that?
That was my phone ringing because I get spam calls all the time.
Okay, I was just wondering who's calling you. 'Cause I'm nosy.
No, it's some
If
person.
it was
in
I was
this-
just gonna say if it's an emergency, you can step out. Okay, is Witcher 3 connected to Witcher Netflix?
Absolutely, they're
What?
100% connected.
I bet that'd be fun.
So actually, did you watch the entire Witcher 3 Netflix series?
Is it Witcher 3 or is it just Witcher?
I'm sorry, not Witcher 3. It's The Witcher,
We
but
haven't finished it yet. My boyfriend really likes it. I was so tired of them calling that girl Piglet. I was so mad. I was like, number one, leave her the way she is. She doesn't have to get pretty.
you know what? Actually, it's funny you say that because I think McKaylee had a similar reaction. She was like, "Why are they calling her that? Why are they,
It's weird.
I'm like,
it's bizarre and I
my-
don't like it.
My only explanation was that the world created by, and I don't remember the author of The Witcher, is very harsh. Where like it's very harsh in a lot
James
of
was
ways.
like, they only call her Piglet because they bought her for less than a piglet. But I was like, I'm not into it. It's making me uncomfortable. Like, it's making me mad. I might have just been in a mood. Anyway, I'd like to play Witcher.
Thank you, Vawuchki?
On what?
Vawuchki? Is it Vawuchki?
Vuchki?
Wuchki?
Wuchki.
Wuchki.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that too.
I don't
Unless
know if that's
we're-
how you say
yeah,
it.
we've made it up. I like what we made up, if
Yeah.
that's not accurate.
Wuchki?
Also, I would say that name, but I think is it Andrez?
I think it's
Zapow-
Andre
Okay, yeah, listen.
Zabkowski. Close
Listen,
enough.
Yeah, we don't.
We'll leave you alone. I'm sorry.
Not only are we American, but we're from Texas, where basically we say Yosemite like Yosemite.
That's not true. But
Some people do.
I think being mad about Piglet
unironically.
is a good audience response. Yenna for Life is about hardship and is to demonstrate the hardiness of her character.
It is.
Yeah, that's true.
It is. It is meant to really galvanize her later because she had a very tortured and difficult, blossoming as a character.
Do we feel like this brown is too muted for this pink? I mean, this pink isn't bright.
I actually think it looks pretty good.
Thank you. It's kind of narrowing its eyes. Like, really? It's not got the... Maybe we'll try and make it have kind of cute eyes like Kanga does. And maybe some eyebrows. This is not what we generally do, guys. This is for funsies.
You know what is interesting here? How about this? Since the response on our chat has been so amazing for followers, how about just to give you guys an extra incentive here? if I reach in this stream, let's say 60, 80 let's say 80 followers, right? I'll add an extra Poke Tool to the giveaway.
Wow.
Why not? It's simple. And you guys can see the prototypical stream for Reaper, because that's kind of what it is.
What happened to those things I brought in here? I can't get over it.
What things? Oh, I mean, I agree. It's
Can you ask Michael Collins?
I will ask him. I don't know if it'll work.
My instant gratification is really coming out. Like, I've got to know where that stuff went.
You know what?
I've got to know.
Planer, you're right. That is ambitious. I'll drop it to 60. If we get to 60, then. Oh, I'm playing Escape from Tarkov, Robin. But that doesn't mean that's what I mean, I'll play Classic WoW. I'll play really anything that I'm playing at the time. Hell, I may even play Counter-Strike. So.
Can I tell you something funny about WoW?
Go ahead.
So I've worked at Reaper. I'm 30. I started reaping. I started reaping at 18. Maybe even younger. I think I was 18 though. I was 17 or 18. And then so like I came back when I was like 22. And when I came back, I had to go through. So we had this time clock that had notes on it. So it was like, if they needed to tell everybody something, they would put the notes on the time clock. So I came back when I'm 22, and it's got all these notes you have to go through from years and years. And one of them was like, there will be no more talking about World of Warcraft on the floor.
I remember that.
And I was like, what had to have happened for this to be a rule? But apparently it got really out of hand. And I just thought, I was like, who else works at a place where this has to happen? Like, this is life right here. Anyway.
I mean, I agree. That was I remember when that happened, actually.
I don't think you were here yet. Maybe you were. Maybe you were. This might have been the second time I came back, because you were here the second time I came back. So it might have been like 20.
I wasn't actively working here, I can tell you that.
Oh,
but
never mind.
I had connections to both Scotty and John. And they
Scotty
told
and
me
John
about
were
it.
here.
So.
Scotty and John, oh man, John's come up story, man. Like, they shared a car.
I remember this.
And
this car with the back doors with the bungee cord.
Yes, they had a bungee cord that would go across the back seat. Maybe this isn't polite, but I'm just saying John's got a great life now. But at the time, he had a bungee cord that was holding the back door shut. And I rode in that car, and I was like, huh, this feels unsafe. But they made it. I think Scotty's doing better. I know that John's doing better. Got a great girlfriend. Sorry, I'm stretching.
That's fine. But it's still a funny I guess story for this, because at the time the car was literally, it was like a $500 car, and it also didn't get above, I think, 40 miles an hour. So
yeah,
the two of them would carpool in this car, and if they didn't have the bungee cord, the doors would flap open when they made turns. It was they actually called that car Murray. It was great.
Murray's a good name for that car.
Murray, yeah, it was. It was there because our old roommate had sold it to them because they didn't have a vehicle to get to work, because they had just gotten jobs at Reaper. That really was like 10 years ago.
And they dressed up as Mario and Luigi for this legendary superhero party that happened. And that's how I'll always remember them. Mario and Luigi. I was Catwoman.
Catwoman?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't invited to this party.
I don't know that... I mean, you were obviously around. I think it was mostly Danny's party. Danny and Collins.
Yeah, that was my relationship with Danny and Collins really blossomed whenever I well, technically I wasn't employed for a day, but when I came back to Reaper, and I started doing the video stuff, and that's when I, actually started working with Collins. But before that, most of my prior job experience was, the startup company that I did, as well as some other stuff. So
this is a cute story. So Justin left, had a party. I think they got him a cake. He left for one day, and Cindy went into Dave's office and was like, what is going on? I need Justin. Like, bring him back. And we got Justin back. It was more to the story, but we got Justin back. And McKaylee. Got Justin and McKaylee in the deal. Twofer.
That is correct, yeah. That is
So
exactly how it happened.
when I came back to Reaper, I did not expect to know anybody, anybody my age. But Justin was here. I was like, hey, what are you doing here?
And as a stripper. Thank you, Ed. Wait, what does he mean, and as a stripper? Was I a stripper or were you a stripper?
Who's a stripper?
I don't know. Ed said someone was a stripper.
Is
Maybe
that Ed?
I was the stripper.
Reaper Pugh?
Oh, maybe
Pugh.
he's suggesting that's why I was gone for a day, because my career change was to be a stripper, and it was the realization that it was not going to work out. Because bald bearded white men apparently can't strip.
I don't know. We had a conversation about how there are communities that really go for you.
There are we did have that conversation. I forgot about that.
You are prime going for whatever. Should probably drop this. Anyway, so I've done this raccoon.
Ed with the thumbs up.
Yeah. What did I come back to? Ed started talking about stripping.
Hey, Ed was a stripper once. In case you guys are curious, go ahead and ask him about it tonight on Reaper Live.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Ed. Story time.
Yeah. Everyone tonight ask Ed how his time as a stripper was.
Okay. So we've got Kanga. This is gonna look bizarre.
No, it's not. It actually looks pretty good. I like it. Is the back still wet, or is it just
yeah,
glossy?
the back's still wet.
Oh, okay.
No, our paint does not leave glossy.
Also, you're a little off camera there.
Oopsies.
There you go. Real question is, are you going to
Do the stitches?
No. Well, I mean, actually, yeah, you would
Yeah,
do the
I am
stitches.
going to do the stitches.
But like, are you going to put in the thing, not the
pouch?
thing, the baby with the pouch and yeah.
I don't know how to do that without a little kangaroo.
No problem, Lucas. That is part of the I think what I do up here is I got to make sure all the giveaways go out and they go out correctly. There have been obviously some shipping issues. There have been some there's just errors are likely to happen. It just is what it is. But I'm glad I can get it resolved for you guys.
Ruined.
Yeah, just freehand it. You got it.
Okay, so I do this move. I don't know if anybody else does it, where I brace my brush here and the end of it on my mouth. You know how like when you're taking a picture, like if you're a real photographer, you like rest your elbow on your hip to like steady a camera.
Yeah, it's what it does is it adds another point of contact essentially on your
Exactly.
So you're not overextended too far. It's for getting steady footage.
Dabber Raccoon says this is how you learn, you push yourself. Actually, I do feel like I'm getting better. I don't know if I feel like I'm getting better at the pace I thought I would because I'm overly ambitious. But I do look at my work after every show and think what I could have done differently. Like this line could be a little finer.
I will say I do think your progress from honestly just from the koala to this one is markedly better.
That koala I spent a lot of time with. And if we have time, maybe I'll make the wood darker on the koala. I know you're not supposed to like go back and change things. It's like my great grandmother was an artist and she didn't do a whole lot of drawing, but she had this drawing of these like vases and stuff, probably done in a class because that's the kind of stuff you do in a class. And she wanted to like take it back years later from her son and fix it, and nobody would let her. And I totally get that. I'm like, same, you know.
Same. Big same.
Big same, grandmother. But she got really, really good. Really good. And she started painting when she was retired. She started painting at the Women's Club in Fort Worth. With other, I don't know if it's just for old ladies. I don't think it is. I think it's for any ladies. I'd love it. I hope Denton has something like that. I need to start taking some classes. Like, I'd like to be more social and make some lady friends. You know, regular lady friends, not lady friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to take a class. Like, I don't know. I'm always interested in painting and drawing and ceramics. And I would love it if there were like a Denton women's club. Maybe I should start it.
Do it.
Uh,
To quote Shia LaBeouf,
Just-
Buff, just do it.
do it!
You always talk about it. You'll never do it. You just got to do it.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Correct.
Okay, so
Oh, that's actually really cool. 500 members. That's awesome. Wow. 500 members, and basically we launched it a week ago. That's pretty impressive.
Wow. Is that Maven? Mavewin? I don't know.
Mafwin?
Um,
Oh, yes.
you end up being your worst critic. That is true. I love that meme that's like, what is an artist, like, what do you do when you're finished with your artwork? And I stare at it until I hate it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Sadie, if you change stuff, how will you know how much you improved? That's true, Twisted Oma. Twisted Oma, you've been a huge supporter. I always remember watching the streams before my stream started, and Twisted Oma was like, oh, don't forget about Sadie's show. Sadie's show's starting. And I'm like, man, they are really helping us out. They're a real friend of the show. Dear, 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 dear friend. Thank you, Iggy Spellscale. I'm trying. I have not held up my, what's it called? My New Year's resolution of painting 3 times a week. I really need to. I really need to start painting more. But that's okay. Like, I've done it on my lunch a few times, but I only take a 30-minute lunch. So, I mean, I paint for a long time. By the time you get all your stuff out and get going, I don't know, maybe it's just me. What is speed painting? How fast is speed painting?
That's kind of subjective, right? I mean, speed is... So if you take 8 hours, hypothetically, to paint something, usually, and you paint it in 4, that's speed painting. But to someone else who normally paints in an hour and then paints in 10 minutes, that's speed painting.
The Calasandra is sad because they'll be at work during the next week. You are also a big supporter. Like, I hate to single people out because everybody's so great. But the Calasandra is, like, also a dear, 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 dear friend of the show. And I also appreciate the people that are kind of rough with me. Like, Beef in the Hole. Beef in the Hole is so rough. Making the jokes on me, calling me Cindy. Trashorama calling this painting aluminum. I enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot. I live for it. It's part of what I love so much about Reaper is back in the day it was just standing around working, giving each other shit.
According to a couple of people in chat there, speed painting, the standard is 1 hour.
Well,
yeah.
look, we're speed painting now because we started at 25 minutes in. It's 11:58 and I'm getting there. Okay, so I got Kanga. Okay, so let's go back to our skills. We have a base coat. We would use a wash and we would use a dry brush. I would actually like Kanga to be a little lighter. I don't know how we'll do this. Okay, so, and shadow tends to be cooler. Let's see if we can get this kind of like a brains pink. I don't know if brains pink is still in production, but we made a brains pink. Okay. And we're gonna water it down. I haven't been thinning my paints like I should, guys. Well, yeah, dry brush a lighter color, of course, but we want to wash shadow, right? I don't really want to bring out the fur, but I feel like I should because it's on there. You know.
Now, if you're copying Kanga, Kanga's kind of smooth. There's no real
Kanga
texture
is
there.
smooth, but she's not 3D either.
Also fair.
Oh, you're talking about Brains is gray, but it's gray pink. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, OMG Sticks says dry brush first, then wash and dry brush more lightly. Great idea, OMG Sticks. Beat the devil out of it. That really wasn't a good beat the devil out of it. beat the devil out of it.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Yeah, you just don't want me to do anymore. Stop beating the devil out of it, please, he says. Oh, the Calasandra, I am using it for color reference, but also for sort of a reference, but also just for color reference.
Thank you. Is it Ryan's 44 or
Thank you,
Rigna's?
Ryan's44.
Also, that puts us at 8. So we are 2 subs away or 500 bits away from 2 Poketools.
Can we go to 12:30?
That's fine.
Sweet.
And that's two subs away from 2 Poketools, and I think we're at like 40 followers or so, something like that on the other account follow. So we're close. Also hashtag free because there is let me see Albevizin because it never actually popped up for me, which is weird. Let me look into the history here.
Jeffrey M. Higgins says, I noticed that Rue has clothes, but Kanga doesn't. You gotta put babies in clothes because they lose a lot of the heat. Well, he's not wearing a hat. I was gonna say, my mom always said babies lose a lot of heat from their heads, so babies always gotta wear a hat. But he's not wearing a hat.
I got you
wearing a
now, Albevizin. Thank you for pointing that out.
What?
They had a tier 2, so tier 2 and tier 3 count for more. Technically, if you're a tier 3, you get 5. It's like 5 a single tier 3 is worth basically one whole giveaway promotion. So it's 3 tier 3s is 3 things.
I don't know if I've thinned this down too much to dry brush because I was like not paying attention. Okay, so in my little guide, I should show a picture of my guide. I'll show a picture of my guide in a minute. It shows like the proper amount of paint that should be on your brush for dry brushing. So I'm not really dry brushing, right? This is something to work on.
This is kind of aren't you layering again?
Well, that's not what it was supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I guess I am. Thanks, Justin.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to dry brush.
I am trying to dry brush. So that's what I was saying. Is like, this is a good opportunity for me to learn a little bit.
There still might be a little too much on you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey.
There we go.
Hey.
Oh.
Now it's getting heavy in here, but if we're just looking at right in this region right here, it's doing great. Now I've messed it up, but
looks perfect. I see no problems.
all right. All right. All right, we're going the 6 inches deep again.
Oh no. Okay. Here it is.
This is my method, guys.
This is, yeah.
Last show, somebody said, quick, flood it with water. And I couldn't tell if they were being sarcastic because that's what I normally do or if that's what I should do. But howdy, Albevizin. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. That puts us at 12. So that is perfect.
Miss Dim says you really need to remove the paint. What? Like, what? I think Rue counts as a grown-ass child. Yeah, Rue probably does. Rue was talking, if I remember correctly. Oh, dear God. This is not great. That's okay. That's okay, guys.
No. It's perfectly fine. We'll just, see here, now what we'll do
Are you
is,
just being positive all the time on purpose?
someone's got to be positive. So what we'll do is we'll just reset. It's okay. Well, look at that, Grazietti. That's fantastic. Now we're at 17.
Grazietti, I use your pen all the time, and I compulsively mess with pens. Like I click them, or spin them around or whatever. The inside of your pen, I somehow opened it and it flew out, and it is missing. It went into some kind of wormhole. It is gone. I have looked everywhere for it. So I'm going to have to get a replacement entered already. Which isn't so bad because I used it a lot. Like, I write a lot. Because if I don't write myself notes, I'll forget. But yeah, I launched that sucker. I don't know where it went. It went into another universe.
Also, I wanted to say, Grazietti, being that I think I have you added on Facebook. Pretty sure, if you're the person I think you are, you have a beautiful family. I wanted to tell you
Yeah.
that because it's one of the things where when I get on Facebook, there's not a whole lot of positivity there. I'll be honest. But when I get on Facebook and I, see stuff like the wholesome things that you post,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's nice. So,
You know who else? Rainbow Sculptor, I think, has the beautiful family.
oh really?
I try not to like over like people's pictures because I used to like everybody's pictures, and then I overheard a guy who worked here being like, "She likes all my pictures." I was embarrassed,
Sent the wrong message.
and I was like trying to support the homies, but they were thinking I wasn't. I think I social media like an old lady.
I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna like that.
Yeah, I just go through, and I'm like spreading the love.
Spread the Reaper love.
That's right. Kind of reminds me of the late 90s, early 2000s when AOL was really popular. And my grandma would play these games on the AOL, when they had the chats. And my grandma was telling everybody LOL, LOL. I was like, Grandma, what do you think that means? And she's like, lots of luck.
Little did she know she was like just spitting in
Laughing
people's
at
face. Yeah.
everybody.
It's like, haha, you're terrible, haha.
Yeah,
That is funny.
at whatever she would play on there. Lots of luck, lots of luck. And she just spammed the love. And I'd like to carry on that tradition. We got to spam love because there's a lot of spam and hate on the internet. We got to spam love.
I
Vigo's
agree
Peeps
with
also
that.
feels that way about liking things on Facebook. Makes me paranoid that people think I'm a crazy stalker. Y'all don't look at my Facebook too many memes and witchcraft stuff. Add me, Albevazin. Add me, bro. Planar Crossroads Safety, you just made me feel super old. Why? Because you know about AOL chat rooms?
Balrog the bot. That's great.
This is another one of my favorite AOL memories and this reminds me because we were talking about Pootie Tang the other day. There was
Fact.
somebody, oh man, I dropped my mic. There was somebody in the chat room that was called I Am Pootie Tang. And when you're in the AOL chats, LOL chats, you used to what's the word? Like abbreviate people's names. And I kept calling this person Lamp because it's I Am Pootie Tang. So I was like, listen, Lamp. And he was like, listen, it's I Am Pootie Tang. It's not Lamp.
Oh man.
Because sometimes you're looking at somebody's screen name, you don't know what it's about.
I mean, you're not wrong.
At Planar Crossroads was a moderator. MG Photo. I used to work for AOL at one of their call centers. Oh my God. I miss it. I miss the old internet. It was dumb and I loved it. I miss that old internet.
By the way, Graz, since he actually messaged me on Facebook, I agree with you. That's a good take.
I don't post that much personal stuff on social media. I used to post a lot of political stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, I'm going to get myself in trouble one day, or I'm going to make somebody mad, or I'm going to get myself fired or something. Not that I would, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I just realized I was like, and this was when I was starting to do hair. I was like, I really like all my clients, no matter what their opinions are. And I don't want to turn people off from me because they don't know that we're going to get along no matter what.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You remember you could change the You've Got Mail sound, Shooter X32? And I think I've discussed that I was really in love with Seth Green. And I think I had a Seth Green. There was everything on AOL. They also had AOL Music, and you could watch all these videos and listen to all this music that was live versions of songs for AOL. What was it called? It was AOL Studios or something. And there was this Newfound Glory song that during the breakdown they were Mosh Pit 4.0, and it was really nerdy. It was like, hey there, we're live, but you can come in.
How you doing, Matt?
We always want to warn people so they don't come in and start, I don't know what people normally do. Complaining about Ed or whatever. Just kidding, nobody complains about Ed.
That's what everyone does up here. That damn Ed.
Damn it.
No, I'm just delivering an air compressor for Aaron Lovejoy.
Oh,
That's
so
true.
apparently, yeah.
Don't forget, Aaron Lovejoy,
Confirmed.
3 o'clock today, guys.
Aaron Lovejoy, 3 o'clock. Oh, also, yeah, like, let's, special thank you to Anne for, like, giving up her spot for me. Jeez. I didn't thank her, but I'm really grateful, because I really like to do, like, this is the highlight of my week. I really enjoy it, a lot. I really enjoy it a lot. Twisted Oma, heck, I predate computers themselves. When I was in high school, they were using punch cards. Yeah. I have a friend's dad who worked on computers when they were punch cards. It's crazy. Vigo's Peeps. I still use AOL, but then it's really sentimental. Met my husband through AOL more than 20 years ago. Oh my god, that's so cute.
That is really cool.
I don't remember what my AOL name was, but my grandma's was Texas Granny number 6. N-O. No 6.
That's golden.
Yeah. That was a good name. It was probably something real cringy.
I didn't mess with AOL too much.
Not even AIM?
AIM, maybe later. No, it was more for me. It was maybe it was AIM. I'm trying to think of the instant messenger I used. I guess it was AIM briefly, but no. Most of my younger, I guess my childhood, I didn't have internet. I didn't really get good internet, or at least consistent internet at my house until like DSL in 2005.
Oh, wow.
2005, 2004. But before that, I had spent all of my time taking just computers apart and building them again, but with no internet. So I loved computers. I just couldn't, get on the internet. We had a local area network. My brother and I played old Counter-Strike against each other on the LAN.
Really?
Yep.
That's cute.
But it wasn't really, we didn't really play because he's kind of terrible. So,
You know what? We were
yeah.
discussing this. Your brother, I know probably most Peace people aren't into this. Your brother's a Pisces. That makes him kind of like a gentle, empathetic spirit. And I was like, how was it having an older brother that was a Virgo? Was he terrible to you? And he was like, yeah, he was a little mean.
Oh, that's I don't know what to tell him. That's a perception thing.
I think you all should hug it out.
Oh, we have.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
like that.
There's no animosity between my brother and I at
Well, I don't
all.
think there's any
No.
animosity, but I don't know. I just don't want you to
We
take
have
it easy on him.
we have a pretty good relationship now. We still get in arguments like everyone else does, but
I don't argue
Yeah.
with my siblings. Except my sister.
Aaron is on at 3 p.m. CT Central Time there, Jacob, and
What? Non-zero value was a Pisces, and he was a jerk to me when I was little.
he will
Yeah.
probably also be on at 6. Jacob, he'll be on both. I think he'll actually, he'll be painting at 3. I don't think he'll be painting at 6.
No, 6 is live.
Yeah, he'll just.
I
be
bet
kinda
he'll
hanging
be.
out.
He might be on though if he wants to be.
So I believe Ron
Hi,
talked to him
Sammys.
because we had some scheduling stuff that shifted up literally yesterday.
Yeah.
So I think Ron talked to him about actually painting at 3 o'clock today. Now that's assuming everything goes okay. If they're tired and because they drove, I believe if they're tired, if 3 doesn't happen, we'll let you guys know as soon as possible. But the plan is to have him at 3 and then 6.
Non-zero value is a Capricorn. I love Capricorns. They're neat. I shouldn't get into that because then somebody's going to be like, I'm a this and I'm a that. And I'm going to have to be like, oh, those are healthy signs.
Oh, gosh.
I like Virgos and everybody hates Virgos. Not everybody, forgive me, but the internet's not kind to Virgos and I like them. Like, I attract them. Most of my friends are Virgos. My best friend growing up was a Virgo. They're just different. They're different people. Libra, Al Bev is in, love Libras. One of my sides of my family is like all Libras and the other side is like mostly Geminis. Not saying anything bad about them or anything. Geminis are they're a healthy sign. Virgo, Pisces, I love that. Vigo's Peeps. Yeah. My best friend, her husband she's Pisces, he's Virgo. Bug Lips likes to make people guess mine.
He's the
I don't know, maybe a
he's
Sag.
he's the goblin.
Scorpio,
he's a goblin.
Sag, cusp. I like Scorpios a lot. My grandma's a Scorpio. Some people, okay, so like I saw on Reddit, it was like, what's a superstitious thing you wish people would stop believing in? And people piled on to astrology. Oh, like I'm personally very offended. Albevizin, I can pretty much get along with anyone. I was about to say you're obviously a Libra, but you just said you're a Libra.
You know what's funny is when they added I say they, I don't, whoever the amorphous blob is that decides this.
That's something different.
I have no idea. Well, they added the 13th sign.
Yeah,
right?
and it made me a Cancer.
Yeah, it made me a Leo.
But I'm a Leo, the Calasandra. Albevizin loves Leos. I love Libras. I like Leos. I don't know that many Leos. So this goes into a totally different type of podcast. Not podcast.
Podcast.
Jesus.
It's not a podcast.
I'm pretending it's a podcast. But my sun is in my 12th house, and that makes me a kind of different Leo, kind of introspective and sort of less like outgoing and less, I don't know, kind of insecure. Not insecure, but it's an odd quality. It's the house of undoings.
I'm with you there, Scott Beale. I often go, what's this sign?
Is it Aquarius
idea.
or is it Aquarius or Pisces?
I know nothing about any of them.
It has two. A horse's ass with a bow. I love that. Rings raccoons.
That is great rings.
Dogfish. Pisces. You're the dog. Oh, okay, yeah. Mother's a Scorpio. I am a fan. Okay, so something I read about Scorpios and I've found to be very, very true is they've got like a look on them. Like they can shoot you a look. And I've found that to be very true. And I have a good friend from cosmetology school. And this girl, okay, our cosmetology school is like right next to a Burlington coat factory. So we had this become a thing, which is, do we need to take this to Burlington? And she came up with that. She'd be like, if we need to, we'll take this over to Burlington. And that means we're going to fight. So I finally asked her, I was like, how come you got so many people blocked and you got so many fights going on? Do you ever wonder if maybe you're misunderstanding some stuff, taking some stuff as slights, like maybe you're kind of, not the a-hole, but you know what I mean. Maybe you're a little rough. And she's like, yeah, maybe I am. Never thought about it like that, because like I don't ever need to take it to Burlington. You know what I mean? Maybe once I've needed to take it to Burlington.
On that note, I'm going to give a quick update on our giveaway here.
Yeah.
First off, hashtag free for anyone who is joining or didn't hear or any of that stuff. Get your hashtag free in. Secondly, we are 3 subs away or a tier 2 and a tier 1 sub away or various tiers of subs away. And by that, I mean to the tune of 3 tier 1s away from a third Poketool. And we are 23 follows, I believe, away on the alternate account there that I posted in chat a minute ago. We're 23 follows away from a bonus Poketool there. And follows are completely free. So
I just like to point out that Twisted Oma
and bits too. Every 250 bits
250
also
bits.
includes a yes.
Twisted Oma and the Calasandra are my we'll call them my BFFs, my chat BFFs. They're both Leos. We're all 3
Oh.
Leos.
Yes, Ryan's 44. It'll be on YouTube.
And then somebody
24
said,
hours from now.
I think it was Scott Beale said, my son used to say, yes, this will make it to YouTube later, Ryan's. We'll miss you. Have fun at work. We love you. Scott Beale said his son used to say, we need to have a come to Jesus moment. I love that expression because it's basically saying like, I'm the right way and you got to come to it. Come to Jesus meeting. Will you look up the origins of come to Jesus, the expression? Because I think that's what it means. And I really like it. I think it's funny.
Okay. I can do
Google
that.
come to Jesus.
My stuff hadn't updated, Albevizin. Thank you for that update. I didn't realize it was at 53 already. That's amazing. You guys are awesome. Yeah,
Oh, Vigo's Peeps got his Poketool last Saturday. Thank you, Justin.
Yes, Vigos, there you go. Glad you got it. I am glad to see when people get in chat and say, hey, I got this thing. Thank you for shipping it out. That is amazing because sometimes I punch in all the information and I never know if it got there or not. And I'm like, okay, well.
Nunzer value says it's when you put the argument in front of God and see what shakes out. Okay, the phrase "come to Jesus moment" is often used when describing the moment when a politician, employee, or child understands that he is in the wrong path and must change direction, and it's often considered a positive development. Okay, yeah, that makes... It means you're making extreme change for your life and facing true humiliation. Yeah.
So does that mean that intervention is kind of interchangeable with come to Jesus?
Yeah. You ever watch Intervention?
I think I saw it a couple of times.
It's a little
but
rough. Like, it's not something you can really binge.
No, it's yeah.
Anyway,
It's a heavy show.
it's like a Hoarders or a My Strange Addiction, which I could watch My Strange Addiction like all day, and my boyfriend's like, please make it stop. Like, it's too much for me. He is a Virgo, but he's got a Pisces moon, and he's a Cancer rising, so he's sensitive, and he can't watch the lady eat a Vicks all day. I could.
God.
I could. No, it was the lady that sniffed diapers that he was like, I have got to turn this off. Like, I feel like we should be calling CPS. Like, anyway, intervention. Come to Jesus. What I was going to say is, and this is very obvious, but on intervention, people are always like, yeah, I'll do it, but I'll do it tomorrow. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of, it's because they're going to go do more drugs or Vicks or whatever they're into. But apparently Dr. Drew says that's okay. They just got to do it. I don't know why I started talking about intervention. Buglip says we all have our weird phases. Albevizin says I work in substance abuse counseling. This is pretty much every day. That is a great job. That is a great job. I love that. I've thought about doing it. I really like that.
Fantastic,
Oh.
Twisted. Hopefully they were meant for you.
What?
That's Twisted said they got the kangaroo and koala in the mail, and they said what a nice surprise, and I said hopefully it was for them.
Yeah. Non-zero value. I kept calling you non-zero value. Here, the lamp I am Pootie Tang situation all over again. Non-zero value, non-zero value. Says, yeah, it's also used in less dire senses. Matt keeps putting the TP roll on backwards. Time for us to have a real come to Jesus talk about it. I'm having that in paint department right now. Somebody puts the toilet paper on wrong. And by wrong, I mean where it goes around to the back of the toilet paper. So when you're pulling it from the back. That is not what should be happening. Am I right?
I missed that. What?
How do you put on toilet paper on the roll? Or do you just put it on top like a savage and let McKaylee do it? Do you do that? You seem like the type you just put it on top.
Listen.
Not my problem.
No, she is the absolute worst about just taking the roll and then setting it vertically on the counter. She doesn't even put it in the roller
We're
thing.
live and we're talking about how you like to put your toilet paper on the roll. John Overton, how do you think it should go? Do you think it should go over or under? Behind or in front?
Over. In front.
In front, of course.
Over
That's the
top,
truth.
yeah. That's
Is this
normal.
a tour?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
We got a tour coming through, guys.
We'll just cycle through.
Okay.
So
Roll goes over. Thank you, Albevison.
correct.
That's another thing you should be coming to Jesus about with your addiction people. It's like, listen, while we're at it, Robin Boy Wonder, it was patented as over.
But to be fair, McKaylee and I, there's 2 bathrooms in our house. And,
That's the dream.
I was going to say, and she's already said it. We basically don't use the same bathroom.
James said he wants to build me a vanity like the people on Reddit. And I was like, what I'd really prefer is my own bathroom with like the built-in vanity. And he's like, right, when we have money. But for now, I'm going to build you a vanity so you don't have your makeup all over the place.
James said that?
Yeah, James said
okay.
that. Isn't that sweet? When a man wants to build you a vanity, that's serious.
Can you make one of those out of glass?
Be expensive.
And heavy.
It'd be real expensive. And the kind of glass he does, it's called borosilicate glass. It is a glass you work with at a higher temperature, and usually you make smaller pieces with it. Soft glass, you can make big pieces. So I'm sure you could have a soft glass vanity, though it would be like super swanky expensive. I don't know, guys. I don't know that this mini has much fur left. I think I've kind of... Pyrex is borosilicate glass. I think that's true, Grazietti. I think you're right about that.
Are you spinning that intentionally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Well, I'm also just messing. Twistonoma says, I love it. John leads a tour to the show, and Sadie asks, which way do you put the TP on the roller? So far, everybody thinks it should be put on the right way. Scott Beal says, a couple more coats and she'll look like a koala. I thought they changed Pyrex from borosilicate to a less durable form to prevent meth makers from using it. Huh. The Calisandra says, paint the base and call it done. Done. I'm doing it. You're right. This is the lesson I thought I learned last time. Okay, so I was going to paint the ground the same, pretty much the same color I painted the mini. And then I'm like, no, that's what I didn't like about the other one. So, wrong answer. Patented as over, but the right way is under. Robin Boy Wonder. That is not true. That is not true. It looks more like the drawing with less definition. You thickened it up on purpose. Thank you, OMG6. HM Road Dog says, love the evolution of a painter live. Thank you. This was my idea. They kind of said we'd put you on if you had an idea for a show. And when I couldn't read tarot cards and talk about people's love life and take questions, when they said that really wasn't on brand, I was like, how about we watch me get good at painting? And they gave me a chance. And I'm so grateful. Bug Lips thinks underhand is the correct TP position. This is a question they asked me in therapy when I started. It was like on a questionnaire. It was like, do things need to be your way? And I'm like, yeah, they do. Like, I won't necessarily say anything, but God, yes, they do.
On that note, we're on the wrap up here, Miss Sadie. As in, finish that.
I won't hear it,
or fourth
and
or
I won't
sixth-
respond to it.
Sixth coat of paint you've got there.
I'm doing the base. Thank you, Scott Beal. I love that. OMG Stick says, who at Reaper gives you a hard time? I know someone has to. No, actually, nobody at Reaper gives me a hard time. I can't think of anybody. I'm like a supervisor, so I have to give people a hard time sometimes. I really don't like to. Obviously, that's why I'm complaining about people putting the toilet paper roll on wrong, is there's really nothing else going. Sometimes I'll get off track in a meeting and Cindy has to get me back on track, but it's more of a loving come to Jesus.
On track?
On track. Yeah. I'll start talking about like, oh, she was like, yeah, we're still selling a lot of koala kangaroo minis. And I was like, now we need a Kobe Bryant mini. And she was like, no, we don't. Justin's looking at me like I shouldn't have said that.
No, I mean, who is this? Anne?
No, this was Cindy.
Cindy?
Cindy was like, no, we don't need a Kobe Bryant mini.
Yeah,
And somebody was like, he's fine. And
there's definitely plenty of outpouring. Like right now, our efforts are probably better focused supporting the people in Australia.
I don't mean to be silly. Obviously, we're very sad about Kobe Bryant. It's really sad. Like really weird and sad, by the way. I haven't really talked about this, but real weird and sad. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Michael Collins.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you think that the toilet paper roll should be put on? Do you like it to
rolls
go
down.
over?
It's actually like
Yeah.
when they invented toilet paper, it is instructions on how to use it.
Hi, Val Under the Red.
Sorry if you guys don't know how to read.
Oh no, here it is. Hey, Bug Lips, you're welcome to fight Collins.
We can box.
What?
We can box.
No, that's not how goblins fight.
No, it's whoever makes the most number of boxes fastest.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Graz Yeti says, still waiting on the Mama-san mini. I was about to bring that up after I got silenced on Kobe Bryant. Forgive me, it's not funny. I'm just so uncomfortable because it is so weird. Thank you, Val Under the Red.
However, I do think a Mama San Mini is in the works.
I believe it is, and not only that, I think there was going to be 2.
In fact, Mama San is in your little your logo right there, is she not?
She is in my logo,
There
even
she
though I
is.
don't think that looks enough like Mama San. But
It's a Siamese.
it's a good piece. I'm sorry. It doesn't look like a Siamese. It looks like a Balinese. To me, we're splitting hairs here.
Actually, if you look on the instructions on the toilet paper when it was invented, man, trash. This is just, it's perfect.
I
It
think
really
Weeby
is.
was drawing it. Oh, thank you, Vigos Peeps. I'm glad you like it. I gave a little drawing to Justin, and he gave it to an artist to draw it, and they did a good job. I gave the original drawing to my boyfriend, and he put it on his computer, like behind the monitor on the tower, so I get to see it a lot. It's really cute.
All right. It's 2:30.
Mama-san is Siamese.
2:30. It's
Is she
12:30.
very vocal? Not anymore, Val
She-
Under the Red.
No, she's...
Forgive me, Mama-san has passed. I hope that's not...
She has passed
Yes,
it. In
you.
fact, there's a picture. Hold on. Wait for it. There's a picture of her right there.
But yeah, one thing I like to do with Mama-san is after everybody went home, I like to come out of paint department and walk around and go, meow, meow, until she'd come out and do it back.
Yeah, you got to yell at people. That's what she did. She yelled at people.
That's what she sounded like. I just have the rock to do, Justin. I'm almost done.
Also, I have a Siamese at home, and she's not really that vocal. She loves to just knock stuff off of counters. That's about it. Oh, and she weirdly enough got into the tea that we had and put that on the floor multiple times.
What kind of tea?
It was bags of tea,
Like black
in
tea?
well, it's like one of those boxes you open up and then you pull it out and they're individually wrapped.
Like Lipton?
No, it wasn't Lipton. It was like an assortment pack of like
Oh.
different teas, black
Herbal
tea,
teas?
herbal tea, yeah.
Wow.
And she 2 days in a row decided, you know what? I'm just gonna put these on the floor.
There are some herbs that cats like. I think you can even make a tea out of catnip.
I'm not gonna do that.
You can, though.
I believe you.
Now, should you buy catnip and make tea? I don't know. Ed, okay, so I watched Ed's Cat Goose, and I don't know if he uses these for her, but he's got these catnip infused bubbles, and I found them, and I was like, I don't know if we use these, but we're gonna. And we had a great time.
Oh,
Catnip bubbles. She'd chase them, it'd pop,
yeah.
you know.
That sounds great.
It was great. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. The trick with Goose is to try and get her not to rub her eyebrows and whiskers off when Ed's out of town, because she is so sad he's out of town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she will rub her eyebrows and whiskers off. This time, like, to be honest, this is going to sound really crazy cat lady, but I caught her doing it, and I was like, Goose, you're making me look bad. Like, I need you to keep these eyebrows on. And I, like, rubbed her, like, little eyebrows, and she kind of stopped, but she did rub some of them off. She likes boxes, you know, like cats do.
Yeah.
And she likes to rub her head on boxes, like on the corner. But she's got lots of toys. Ed's got the perfect cat setup.
My cat just likes Ferrero Rocher wrappers and aluminum foil, as it turns out. She is obsessive over aluminum foil.
As we discussed before, my cat likes plastic. Hard plastic. She likes mail. She likes to chew on my grandpa's papers, and it makes him really mad because he's not a cat person. I have stepped on my cat's tail or foot 3 times in the last couple days, and it makes me feel like an absolute garbage human.
So I have a funny story about that. Not really all that funny, and I'm glad McKaylee's listening. Also, I'm sorry, Planet Crossroads, that your bird was killed.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm very sad.
So that's funny. It's not. I mean, but it is a little bit. You should say piss off. That's great.
Oh.
So my cat was I usually in the morning sometimes I'll have a blanket and I'll put it in my chair, or in this case it was my robe, my house robe, right? and I had it draped over the back of my chair, and the cat decided to sit in my chair, but just behind my robe. So I went to go sit down, right? And this was after dinner. I went to go sit down, and I basically just full sat on her. She's never in my chair, and she doesn't hide underneath things. She'll get into boxes, but she doesn't get under covers and stuff. She doesn't do that. So I sat on her, and I was mortified, obviously, because she was obviously immediately regretted being where she was.
Oh, man. At the Reaper Kickstarter party, I had a great chat with Mama San. Unfortunately, it was the last time I talked with her. My spell check says I can't spell. Unfortunately, I believe it. Yeah, it's close. A lot of people do the Mama-San. I just say Mama San, or I called her Mama Cat. She's real cute. She's a real sweet lady. My plan was to have her on the show, and it was actually like right as they knew that she wasn't doing well, so they like begged me. They were like, please don't take her on the show. You don't take cats or animals and children on a show. You don't know what they're gonna do. Whatever. So I didn't. But yeah, then she passed. It was sad. Sad.
On a lighter note, that kangaroo looks really good.
I was thinking Val Under the Red. I talked about this early on the show. I tried to check my emails on mobile here at the shop, and I couldn't do it because I didn't have I couldn't download anything. Like, it was a picture with like a needs to download, so I need to do it on the computer. But I did try that day, but I'm gonna do it today. It's just a matter of like taking the time out when, as I talked about earlier, we really need to get Kit Shop caught up because we're having huge orders for kits, and we need to get Kit Shop caught up. We need to catch up on restock, and then we need to make Bone 6 so we can get out the meadow green and those colors. The address is sadie@reapermini.com. Thank you, Miss Stimp. I like that about you. I feel it looks like something a child would do at a paint and take, but I learned my lesson on painting it not all the same color, so I have some contrast in there. The eyeball's not like terrible. Baby. Sadie@reapermini.com. Yes, SADIE. Yes. I hear a Wild Lovejoy made it to Reaper. Do we know, did he?
I assume he's here, yeah.
Well, yeah. So he'll be here at my usual time at 3.
Yeah, we're planning to, unless that changes, but obviously we'll let you guys know.
But yeah, so that's why I did it at 11. And yeah, would you put my email in the chat?
I can do that.
Sadie@reapermini.com. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna check my email. I really mean it. Eyes are hard, Miss Stimp. A lot of people say that they paint eyes first, so they can like paint the skin around it.
So we have 3 Poke Tools, and I'm gonna go ahead and give
3 Poke Tools, and he's gonna give them away. Sorry, I didn't stay on track today, guys. I've been just
It's fine.
taking it as it comes.
You got it
Toilet
finished.
paper, intervention, my strange addiction.
You got it finished.
Cats.
It's fine. I did go ahead and add the bonus Poke Tool, so we're gonna have 4 total. And I'm gonna start the drawing now.
Everybody's getting their freeze in.
Yeah, as soon as we get these hashtag freeze in here, because we are getting a couple of extra. Yeah, I'm at 40 followers. It's fine. I trust that that everyone in this chat is going to, as soon as the stream is over, head right on over to twitch.tv/droid.
Twisted Oma, I do not usually catch and show because like I said, I have no signal here, and you kind of have to look at it. I will sometimes listen to Reaper Live, but usually I leave during Reaper Live, so I get good reception. And I'd like to watch Anne's chronologically, and I haven't done it yet. I'm kind of a completionist that way. Like, I would like to watch the first one on, but I am planning to do that.
Where would you, if you were going to watch it, where would you watch it? Chronologically speaking.
Either at my house or at my boyfriend's house.
Justin, can you help us where I was trying to...
No. I like the direction she's gone. So
I wouldn't watch it here.
To elaborate, would you use the internet?
Yes.
Would you use electricity? Okay.
That's how I use the
Those
internet.
are building blocks for the medium by which he's suggesting.
I can do it if that's what you're saying. I just haven't started it yet. I procrastinate. Did anybody else procrastinate?
No, I think he's suggesting YouTube.
Oh, he's
Like-
not giving me shit. Okay, I would watch them on YouTube. All these videos go on YouTube later, so I don't have to watch them live.
You can also watch them as VODs. Aaron Perkins. It was here. I'll type it in chat again.
How long do the VODs stay up?
Since we're part of it, it takes I think it's 90 days. We're up for like 3 months now.
Wow. Go us. Yeah, just like Albevazin. I was gonna procrastinate, decided to do it later. Afro Queen, professional procrastinator.
Yes.
Aaron Perkins got it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and draw these, and that link
Draw
I just
those
put in chat.
winners.
If that's where you want to hit it with a follow, that would be appreciated. We have 4 of these. Let's see here. We have one more. All right, so we have 4 winners, and our 4 winners are ready. J1121, newest whaler. Dasso 22222, and then Balrog 8 Moria. Those are our 4 winners of Pokey Tools.
I thought you said newest wiggler, not newest whaler. It's still cute though. Your eyes look good. That's the reason I asked. It was one of her tips and techniques on Monday. I did see that, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have to watch that. And in fact, like, yeah, I'll get into this later. It's inside stuff.
If they won, what should they do?
If you won, you should email reaperlive@reapermini.com with your Twitch handle in the subject, spelled exactly like you spell it on Twitch. And you should have your shipping address and your real name in there so we know where to send it and who to send it to.
And then, because this will end up on YouTube,
Down to hell.
No. point below for me and say the Reaper,
Down here.
the email address and list
Down
of
here.
winners will be down here. Say those things for me.
The Reaper email and other things will be down here.
The list of winners
List of winners and the Reaper email will be down here
in the description.
in the description, not in hell.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that was you know what? We'll
Thanks,
work on it.
J1121. We're usually on later,
We'll work on
it was really fun having you guys all on here. Saw people I don't normally see, and my regular people that I do normally see, and I love all you guys. We had a lot of fun. So, I think what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, Jabber Raccoon! I'm glad I caught the show today. It reminds me of hanging out with my friends back in the day. That's what this is. Yeah. Thank you, Rings Raccoon. I'm glad you enjoy it. Bye, Zambies. I imagine we're gonna raid somebody, and Justin is looking for a raid right now. Thank you, Val in the Red. I'm gonna check my emails.
We are going to be rating Jimmy the Bush. Jimmy the Bush.
Bye,
Jimmy the
maybe
Brush.
Thank you, Planar Crossroads. You're so cute. We rated you last time.
We did.
Now we're rating Jimmy the Brush, the real father of the new baby.
Yes, correct. That is accurate.
New baby girl.
All right, guys.
All right.
Well, keep being awesome and spread the Reaper love, right?
Thanks, Lurka Spleen.
Right, Sadie?
Jimmy the Brush is a different time of stream.
Jimmy the Bush is a different... You're correct.
Oh, Jimmy the Bush. Did I say Jimmy the Bush?
No, I did on
Oh,
accident.
God.
I misspoke.
Thank God it wasn't me this time.
All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start the raid there so you can pile on in and get
Pile
on
in.
this
8 seconds.
this big Reaper bus so we can go spread the Reaper love
On the crazy Reaper train.
on the crazy Reaper train. Thank you guys very much for coming and hanging out with us. Hopefully you tune in for Aaron Lovejoy at 3. Hopefully he's going to be here.
Come back at 3.
Let's hope he's going to be here.
If he's not
Let's
here,
do
I might
that.
have to come back. Probably not. Probably will be Ann.
Yeah, it'll probably be Ann. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. And
Thank you.
we will see you later.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.